Well, for more on this, joining us now is former New York City Mayor, America's Mayor, Rudy Giuliani. Rudy, it's so great to see you. What did you think of this reaction to Mayor Mandani there?
It's very sad, but it's very warranted. I mean, I spent 12 years after I was mayor with Mike Bloomberg as mayor. Mike was a good mayor, so it didn't take a lot to not criticize him. But even when there were times that he did things that I wouldn't have done, maybe they were better, maybe they were worse, but I thought they were worse. I didn't criticize him because I knew what a hard job he had. That's generally the way presidents, mayors, ex-governors conduct themselves. I have to criticize this man because he's not just dangerous for my city, he's dangerous for my country. This is an organized combination of communists and Islamic extremists who have come together on the joint goal of destroying Western civilization, America being the biggest example of that. It's 150 years of Marxism and 15 to 1600 years of distorted Islamic thinking. I'm not saying all Islam. I'm talking about the portion that believes that Islam should overcome Jews, Christians, kill them, and take over the world as an empire. There is a group of Islamics like that, and they are more than a few, as we know. That's what the war in Iran's all about. Mandani is a supporter of all that. He says things about Islamic terrorism that are frightening, about an enemy of the United States. He says things about Jewish people that are disgusting and also frightening.
And by the way,
he's also a completely incompetent mayor. If you would you like me to evaluate him as a mayor?
Well, and Rudy, by the way, you talked about the anti-Semitism. The Justice Department is now actively investigating him. They sent a letter to him demanding answers about unequal treatment of Jews. Does this mean maybe he's facing a bit of a reckoning, that there's an eye-opening here?
Well, if it was some other group, he'd probably either have been sued for some enormous amount of money right now, or possibly even a civil rights criminal violation. I used to be in charge of the civil rights criminal violations for many years. I know what they are. When you discriminate against people based on religion, it's not just Muslims who have the benefit of that. Christians and Jews get the benefit of that too.
Yeah, it is really eye-opening. And we, of course, by the way, and you know this all too well, the population of Jewish citizens in New York, it's 10%. Hate crimes are over 55%. So it's clearly stunning. Before I let you go, I want to make sure, Rudy, we get to also September 11th, because, of course,
sure,
you know, we've got the 25-year anniversary of those horrific attacks. And some families of victims are seeking to prevent Mayor Mandani from attending this year's commemorations. There's a current petition. It already has over 80,000 signatures. He's doubled down, saying that he's still planning to go. Should he? And what's your reaction to all of these individuals who are saying, we don't want you there, that it's not appropriate, especially this year?
It's another indication of, beyond everything else, he's a heartless individual, mean and heartless. September 11th celebration isn't about him. It's not about me. It's not about politicians, although it would be a little bit more about me than him, since, you know, I almost died that day and I was leading the city through it. But in any event, it's about the people. And I've always conducted myself based on what they wanted. When a Saudi Arabian princeling gave me $10 million and then denounced the United States and Israel, I didn't hand it back to him until I checked with the families, because it wasn't my money. It was their money. I wanted to stick it down his throat, to tell you the truth. But I waited almost a full day, and I checked with 10 different widows, and they were unanimous. We don't want blood money. And I gave it back to him. I think Michael Bloomberg has conducted himself that way. At times, there were things he wanted to do that the families didn't want. So he just deferred to them. It's about them. It's not about this incompetent child who has awful views about America, who seems to hate our country. And given the fact that he has so many associations, including his wife, with people that seem to celebrate the death of those people on September 11, including Hassan Piker, how can he possibly show up and not offend them?
You know,
he's never given an adequate explanation of it.
No, you're right. He has not. And Rudy, I love what you said too, is deferring to the families. And Rudy, boy, what you did on September 11th, holding this country together. You brought up obviously how close you came to losing your life. It was extraordinary what you did. You, Governor Pataki, really amazing, Rudy. And by the way, you look terrific, my friend, too. It's really great to see you.
It's because of God.
Well, I'm glad he's watching over you. Thank you very much. Rudy,
thank you, Rudy. You're the best, you know.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.